Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell notification, and I hope you enjoy the video. God bless, take care. Hey guys, welcome to Venture Outdoors with Kirk. Today I'll be doing some pheasant hunting back in Kansas. I just pulled into the field. This little group of trees right here. There's a rooster that flew over the hill, went right in there. So I'm hustling trying to get ready. Well, I see two roosters run up the field, up the hill, fly out. Then a couple more hens flew out of that. They're all sitting in that little group of trees. Before I could even get over there and walk it, they all flew over the hill, so I'm gonna have to go walk that, I guess. Come on. So I'm walking up to this just to double check it, make sure there's not a pheasant hanging out in there. I'm trying to get the dog to come in from my right side of that brush because the wind's coming from left to right on me. But I couldn't get him to go over there. He ran up there. So I just kind of hustled up there, make sure if anything flushed out I could get a shot. Unfortunately, since he decided to stay on the left side, he's not winning anything if there's anything in there. Just as we get up there, I hear something moving in the brush. Storm! Bunch of quail in there. Come on, heel. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Heel, heel, heel. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Do we see where those went? I did. Boy, there's a bunch in there. I saw where those quail went, so we hustled over there, hoping to end up jumping one. I dropped it over here somewhere. I hit this bird and it coasted off, and we went and looked for it. We just couldn't find it. You can see all the feathers dropping on that first shot. Yeah, he's hurt. So this is just over the hill from that group of trees where the quail jumped out. This is where those pheasants flew into. So we start working this area, and it's not going to get off to a very good start, as you'll see in a second. One thing I've noticed about a lot of these fields is the footing is very uneven. It's clumpy grass, and there's holes out in the fields from coyotes and other animals, and you're about to see why. Unfortunately, that's not the only hole I found on this trip. I found several of them non-stop. Even though I've just tweaked my back a little bit, things are about to get better because the dog starts getting birdie right here, and I try to hustle up there a little bit and get by him. Storm! I'm trying to get Storm back over there to fetch that up just to get some training in, make sure he gets used to the retrieves. But he didn't even see me shoot it. He was headed the other way, made me think that that second rooster was hanging out there. It took him a few seconds because he didn't see it go down, but once he finally basically ran over it, he got it. Find it. Storm, come on. Knucklehead. Oh, there it is. Heel, heel. Good boy. Heel, heel. Storm, heel. Heel, heel. Good boy. Release, release, release. Good boy.
He held tight.
Hey everybody, just a quick recap of our evening fields. Covered a lot of ground. I'm dog tired. But anyways, we ended up kicking up a couple covey of quail. Ended up getting two. I'm pretty sure that second one drifted down, but we couldn't find it. And then I saw a bunch of pheasants. I ended up getting a rooster. So, not a bad evening. Better than getting skunked. But as I was walking through one of the fields, I ended up falling in a hole. That grass was so thick I couldn't see it. My foot went right in it and I tweaked my back a little bit. And that come into play on this last field. I was trying to catch up to Storm because I saw him getting birdie and I couldn't catch up to him. He was getting ahead of me and my back was bothering me. So pop some ibuprofen tonight. Try and stretch it out a little bit because I got a buddy coming into town. We're here to bird hunt for a couple days, so need to get it on the mend. Anyways, we'll catch you later. So my buddy Brett showed up and we had hunted the day before, basically the afternoon and evening, put up some birds, but they were too far away. So we started out in a spot I've been wanting to try in the mornings and walked quite a bit of property. Matter of fact, we beat another group of hunters to this spot and they went over the hill where I shot the pheasant and quail the first day and sounded like World War II over there. At this point, we just figured we picked the wrong spot that morning, but I'd seen a bunch of birds fly out of this area the first night I was there. So I had high hopes, but it just didn't happen. We couldn't find them there that morning. Well, you know the old saying, don't get caught with your pants down, always be prepared, the whole 9 yards. Well, it's about to come true.
I was just like, what are you doing? Oh, quail!
We literally had been standing there talking for about 10 minutes and they never moved. We take 2 steps and they flush.
That happened way too quick. Storm, come here. Come here.
Unbelievable timing. So up to this point, we've had a long day. The only thing we've been able to jump in front of us is a small group of quail. Right when we got to this field, we were kind of waiting. Just wanted to catch the last hour before dark, and we saw a rooster actually fly across the road and land right at the end. And before we get down to the end, I see a rooster jump out and fly back across the road. Dog was nowhere near it, but it just jumped up and left. However, we were about to find out that was not the only bird in the field.
Nice shot! Get on it!
Brett made a nice long shot on this rooster.
Mark it!
And as usual, I'm trying to find the dog, hustle up there because I know there's probably more birds, and sure enough.
Storm!
So we ended up jumping a couple more roosters, and I know these shots look like they're a little close to Brett, but the angles I had, they were plenty safe. So once I found the dog, he came over and found that bird right away, so that was always a good sign.
Good boy, heel! Storm, heel! Heel! Good boy! Nice shot, dude. Release. Release. I was like, man, that's a long shot, and you shot, and I was like, whoop! Nice!
We get to the end of the field, and we're just trying to finish it up and walk everything when a rooster jumps up in front of Brett.
That's a rooster! What are you doing?
So this is where Brett tells me the sun's in his eyes, gun wasn't loaded, giving me every excuse under the sun, but that's part of hunting. That's what I enjoy, giving your buddies a little ribbing.
Noob!
We haven't walked another 50 yards, and you know what they say about karma. Well, wait and see. We only had another 40, 50 yards to finish this little strip out, and I cut it off to get to this well, and a rooster jumps up. Prime example of why you should always finish it out. This wasn't the first time today that this has happened. If you remember the group of quail earlier that morning that jumped up in front of us.
Dude, that's been the story of our day. I thought about just continuing to where we stopped. God!
Well, the good news is we didn't leave the field empty-handed. I see Storm getting birdie. He's got his nose right to the ground. I knew he was on something, so I tried to hustle up and keep up with him right here. That was kind of the story of this trip. Most of the birds, we're seeing plenty of birds, but most of them just jumping up out of range. And as soon as I shot here, we get in the field a little bit further, and we probably had a quarter of a mile to go to the next road where you see the cars moving in the distance. And there was birds flying out of there left and right. And they were way ahead of us. At this point, you can't do anything but stand back and watch the show. But it was fun to see all the birds. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell notification, and leave some comments down below. And if you missed my previous video, I'll leave a link for it up above. It was another pheasant hunt. Check that one out too. And God bless. Take care.